And as Canada spirals out of control, Donald Trump has his sights set on a new prize, Greenland.
What happened to Greenland just called my son, and he's a real hunter and fisherman and all the things that you love. And I thought it'd be great to go up there with his two very talented friends and the other group, a lot of other people. So I just want to say that it's a very special place. It needs security for itself, but it also needs security very much for the world. The location really, you see the people and the ships sailing around, and they're not the right ships, and they're not the ships you want to know about. So we need security, and our country needs it, and the whole world needs it.
Yes.
You're so strategically located. Yeah. So it's really imperative.
You are right.
I just want to thank everybody.
You guys like that, right?
All right, for those of you listening on radio, that was Don Jr. in Greenland with Charlie Kirk and also Sergio Gore, another close advisor to President Trump and friend of Jr. and Kirk. And they were in a group in Greenland, and Don Jr. had his phone out talking to a group of people from Greenland. That was pretty cool. The president makes a very compelling case and dropped a classic line when he emphasized the Greenland's ideal location. It may seem crazy, but think about it. We already have a massive military base in Greenland, and it's absolutely loaded with valuable natural resources, Greenland is, and minerals, by the way. And we know Trump wants Arctic territory. I wouldn't be shocked at all to see this thing actually happen. Moving back to the United States, I want to remind you about the dangers of listening to little whiny TikTok liberal fools. Here's one who actually watched the election certification yesterday and still thinks that Trump isn't going to make it to the Oval Office on January 20th.
So that just happened. Congress just certified the election of Donald Trump as president. That was hard to watch. My heart, my stomach, everything sank when not a single person objected. But it's not January 20th yet. One of the first things that I did after the congressional meeting ended was go and check what the creators that I get my information from think about all of this. And one of the accounts that I follow, Spirituality with Sam, who I will tag right here, posted a video just this morning about how her opinions about how Donald Trump won't take office again haven't changed. Sam is a psychic, and for weeks now, she has been saying that Donald Trump will not be president again.
Okay, so Sam, the TikTok psychic, says Trump's not going to take office. Okay, TikTokers. Well, there you have it, folks. Some pretend internet psychics with mythological powers said on TikTok that Trump will never be president again. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We should all probably get ready to be disappointed in 13 days when Trump doesn't show up. Wrong. Can you imagine if anyone actually listened to these clowns? Or better yet, could you imagine if any of these sensitive, deranged toddlers acting like adults ever found their way into leadership roles? That's why I opened the show basically offering California. It's a leadership to Canada. It's an offer. We'll make an offering. California would probably settle in quite nicely across the northern border. They'd fit right in. They're easily the wokest of our 50 states, probably won't be able to stomach the sweeping changes that are coming from our country starting January 20th. I wonder how pretty boy Gavin Newsom feels about the movement away from DEI. It probably keeps him up at night, which means this next headline surely has him sick to his stomach. And I'm reading, McDonald's is the latest company to roll back diversity goals. Ouch. Well, here's the thing. McDonald's made its money selling French fries and cheeseburgers, not catering to radical leftists about who they hire. I find McDonald's past 12 months very interesting, right? They came out and said they don't endorse political candidates. Okay, cool, which is totally fine. You're a fast food restaurant. No one gives a damn about your politics to begin with. They want to know how much your freaking Big Macs cost. But then they let Donald Trump hop in the drive-thru and serve up smiles for the day in Pennsylvania. And while this certainly wasn't an endorsement, it was a key humanizing moment in what will ultimately be remembered as the best political campaign in American history. Boom. And I want to move on to our good friends over at The View. Some of the most radical, spiteful, anti-American women on the planet. These ladies hate our country more than our adversaries hates us. And proved once again yesterday on their favorite day, January 6th.
I just remember after January 6th, you had someone like Mitch McConnell placing the blame on January 6th where it belonged, squarely on Donald Trump's shoulders. And then you started seeing people backtrack that and losing their moral center. You had Condoleezza Rice, I believe, on this very show saying, you know, we need to move on from January 6th. I say no. You don't move on because January 6th was an atrocity. It was one of the worst moments in American history. And when you think about the worst moments in American history, you know, like World War II, things that happened, you know, like the Holocaust, chattel slavery, we need to never forget because past becomes prologue if you forget and erase.
This clown, Sunny Hostin, now she's a lawyer. She's been there a long time. Listen, I was on The View a couple of times. I went there one time and I knew they were going to be hostile because I'm pro-Trump. And this was right in the middle of Trump's first presidency. And so I brought 4 roses out to the ladies, 4 or 5. I can't remember how many ladies. I think it was 5. Anyway, I brought 5 roses out to the ladies. Very nice. They were in that. Whoopi was nice to me. Whatever. We had a heated discussion about Trump and MAGA and all that stuff. But that Hostin, that bitch right there, she couldn't put it down. She just couldn't let it down. She was going at me with fangs, and we fought. But for her to compare January 6th 4 years ago to the Holocaust, to world wars, to slavery. Are you nuts, lady? Are you crazy? Let it go. This toxic rhetoric is nothing new from the View program, but there's something amazing that no longer exists when it comes to Sunny Hostin's deranged rants influence. It's 2025. Nobody wants to hear your take about January 6th 4 years ago. 2021. It's been 4 freaking years. In that time, your guy Joe Biden, who just freed 11 of the most dangerous terrorists known to man, including some with Al-Qaeda ties, nearly ran America into the ground, off the map. Was 9/11? You don't think 9/11 was worse than January 6th? 3,129 of my colleagues died that day. Was it not worse? Are you nuts? January 6th was worse than that, Sonny? I certainly think you're losing your mind. Maybe lead your show with some real news instead of your usual opinion BS. Besides, the misinformation campaign that you thought would be Trump already came up short. I say, give up. Give it all up. Give that bit up, because that has to be an act. You can't be that dumb. On that note, let's move right along. Yesterday, I showed you all a clip from the Golden Globes. Well, we're showing a clip of the man, the dude in a black dress, low plunging black dress with a full beard. Well, that freak was happily prancing around in a dress and heels, desperately trying to grab the attention of anyone who would validate his bizarre and concerning lifestyle. Ironically enough, this dude right here is actually Dylan Mulvaney's hairdresser. What a small world. Dylan Mulvaney is the one who tanked Bud Light 2 years ago. Anyway, he got the public attention that he so clearly craved after his on-camera appearances at the Golden Globes. Again, the public gave him exactly what he asked for. I guess he got a little more feedback when he could have ever hoped for more so, because in typical liberal fashion, he took to social media and posted a little rant about some of the online comments he was seeing.
Finished the carpet, changing the hair for the after parties, watching the Globes. What a fun night. I'm not gonna lie, the extreme transphobic comments in the Glambot post and the Good Morning America post are kind of unsettling. Your friends and family feel way too comfortable being wildly transphobic on Instagram. You should probably talk to them about that. I'm gonna go back to watching the Globes now.
Well, unsettling, a little bit unsettling. I'll tell you what's unsettling: a 6-foot dude in heels, skipping around in makeup and a dress, a grown-ass man begging for your attention, and then bitching and moaning on Instagram because the entire internet does not embrace your weird-ass lifestyle. Well, for me, that's unsettling. Sorry. And by the way, brother, shave that beard if you're gonna pretend to be a woman. At least put your best foot forward in trying to sell the act. Your buddy Dylan Mulvaney had no problem breaking out the razor when he absolutely sank Bud Light.